An analyst has said the resurgence of deadly violence in northern Mali last week could have something to do with the absence of foreign forces that used to secure the region. Those forces have been kicked out or are preparing to leave.
The Malian crisis is a crisis that's been going on for over a decade. And now, under the current political circumstances, the crisis has been intensifying again after a lull of around 8 years, we can say. And this lull was mainly due to the fact that the international forces were making some difference in terms of keeping jihadists at bay to a certain degree. Now, the attacks that took place, they took place in northern Mali, and northern Mali was where a lot of the French forces were concentrated, and the UN forces were also heavily concentrated in these areas.
Suspected Islamist militants attacked an army camp last Friday, a day after two separate assaults by al-Qaida-linked insurgents killed 49 civilians and 15 government soldiers.
In terms of clear military capacity, Mali at this does not have the ability to resolve its own security challenges, and this does not mean that Western military intervention, is the only solution. But it's we can definitely say that Mali requires to maintain strong bilateral cooperation with all its neighbors that are similarly affected by the jihadist threat. One, and two, its neighbors that face increasing risks of jihadist incursion. So we're talking about both the coastal ECOWAS states as well as the Sahelian states like Burkina Faso and Niger. Unfortunately, at this stage, bilateral military cooperation and regional military cooperation has completely collapsed due to the geopolitics of the region.
The deadly attacks come as the UN prepares to withdraw its 17,000-member peacekeeping mission known as MINUSMA at the government's request. The pullout is scheduled to be completed by the end of the year.